Do you dream of plucking juicy fruits from your own garden, but feel stuck with a shady urban balcony or low-light backyard? What if I told you that shade isn't a curse, it's a secret superpower for growing an endless harvest without scorching sun? That's right, even in the dimmest corners of your city space, you can cultivate bountiful fruits that thrive where others wither. Today, we're unlocking the top 20 shade-loving fruits perfect for beginners, seniors, and urban gardeners alike. From tangy berries to exotic treats, these low-maintenance wonders will supercharge your garden game, saving you money on groceries while boosting your health. And stick around till the end for my insider bonus tip on turning your shade spot into a year-round fruit factory. You won't want to miss this regret-proof secret. After years of experimenting in my own urban garden, I've discovered that shade gardening isn't just possible, it's a dream for those with limited space or mobility. Imagine harvesting fresh, nutrient-packed fruits right from your patio pot or windowsill, without the hassle of full sun demands. These shade-tolerant gems offer incredible benefits. They save you big on store-bought produce, think cutting your fruit bill by half or more, while providing vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber that supercharge your immune system and energy levels. For beginners and seniors, they're a breeze, low maintenance, forgiving of mistakes, and ideal for small urban setups like apartments or shaded yards. Plus, many double as ornamental plants, adding beauty to your space while repelling pests naturally. Health-wise, homegrown fruits mean zero pesticides, fresher flavors, and the joy of self-sufficiency. I've seen folks transform tiny, dim areas into thriving oases, proving that easy gardening tips like these can make anyone a green therm. Whether you're dodging high grocery prices or seeking therapeutic hobbies, these perennial crops and shade-loving fruits will change how you view low-light gardens forever. Now, let's dive into the list. Get ready for number 1. It's a classic that might surprise you with its shade prowess. 1. Alpine strawberries, the tiny powerhouses that pack a punch. Alpine strawberries, those petite wild wonders, are like nature's candy drops, small cone-shaped fruits with a vibrant red hue and an intensely sweet tart flavor that explodes in your mouth. Unlike their larger cousins, these originated in the Alpine regions of Europe, evolving to thrive in cool, shaded forests where sunlight filters through trees. Scientifically known as Fragaria vesca, they're perennials that spread via runners, making them perfect for ground cover in low-light spots. The benefits are endless. High yields from compact plants mean you can harvest handfuls weekly from just a few pots, saving you $5 to $10 per pound compared to store prices. Nutritionally, they're loaded with vitamin C, antioxidants, and fiber, supporting heart health and digestion, ideal for seniors watching their wellness. Risks are minimal. They're non-invasive in containers, but watch for slugs in damp shade. No toxicity here, even the leaves are edible in teas. For planting, in USDA zones 5 to 11, sow seeds or starters in well-draining, acidic soil, pH 5.5 to 6.5, about 1 inch deep, spacing them 12 inches apart. They're great for urban pots or hanging baskets. Care is easy. Water moderately to keep soil moist but not soggy. Fertilize lightly with organic compost every spring. Recommended varieties include Alexandria for prolific berries or Rougen for ever-bearing harvests. Pro tip: seasoned gardeners know to mulch with pine needles to mimic forest floors, boosting acidity and deterring pests. Supercharge your yield by 20%. Raspberries, the thorny treasures for shaded bounty. Picture plump ruby red aggregates of drupelets bursting with juicy sweetness. Raspberries are the shade garden's rebel, tolerating low light better than you think. Native to temperate woodlands across North America and Europe, Rubus idaeus has a history dating back to ancient Greeks who prized them for medicine. In science, their canes grow vertically, adapting to dappled shade by focusing energy on fruit rather than leaves. Benefits shine bright. Expect 2 to 3 pounds per plant annually, slashing grocery costs by $15 or more per season. Health perks include high ellagic acid for cancer prevention, plus fiber for gut health, perfect for beginners seeking easy wins. Risks? Some varieties are thorny, potentially scratching seniors, and they can spread if not contained. No major toxicity though. Plant in zones 5 to 11. Berry canes 2 inches deep in loamy, slightly acidic soil, spacing 18 to 24 inches. Ideal for urban fences or trellises in partial shade. Care involves pruning old canes after harvest, watering deeply once weekly, and mulching to retain moisture. Try Heritage for everbearing or Boyne for cold-hardy shade tolerance. Insider trick: tie canes to supports early. Experienced gardeners swear this prevents breakage and increases airflow, avoiding fungal nightmares in humid, low-light areas. 3. Blackberries, bold brambles that conquer the shadows. Blackberries, with their glossy black clusters of sweet tart berries, are like hidden gems in the understory. Robust vines that clamber over supports, originating from wild forests in North America, where shade is the norm. Scientifically, Rubus fruticosus, they've been foraged for centuries, even mentioned in medieval texts for their healing properties. Yield big rewards. One plant can produce 5 to 10 pounds, saving $20 or more versus market rates, while delivering antioxidants that fight inflammation, great for senior joint health. Dual benefit: edible and ornamental, with white flowers attracting pollinators. Risks include invasiveness if unchecked and thorns, mildly toxic leaves if ingested in excess. In zones 5 to 11, plant root cuttings 3 inches deep in fertile, well-drained soil, spacing 3 to 5 feet. Suited for urban walls or pots with trellises. Care: water consistently, prune annually, and fertilize with balanced nutrients. Varieties like Triple Crown are thornless and shade-adapted, or Navajo for upright growth. Mulch heavily with wood chips. Veteran gardeners use this to suppress weeds and maintain cool roots, turning potential regrets into endless harvests. 4. Low-bush blueberries, forest floor favorites for acidic delights. Low-bush blueberries form low-spreading shrubs with tiny, bell-shaped white flowers, giving way to dusky blue orbs full of tangy sweetness. Native to North American woodlands, Vactinium angustifolium has a rich history among indigenous peoples for food and dyes, thriving scientifically in shaded, acidic understories. Benefits abound. Harvest 1 to 2 pounds per bush, cutting costs by $10 per pint. Packed with anthocyanins for eye health and memory, super for seniors. Low maintenance and deer resistant in shade. Risks: need acidic soil or they'll yellow. No toxicity. Plant in zones 5 to 8, extend to 11 with care. Set plants 1 inch deep in peat-rich soil, pH 4 to 5, spacing 2 feet. Perfect for urban ground covers or containers. Water to keep moist. Mulch with pine bark. No heavy fertilizing. Top Hat dwarf variety suits pots. North Blue for shade resilience. Trick: add sulfur yearly. Experts know this maintains acidity, preventing nutrient lockout disasters. 5. Red currants, vibrant clusters for shady surprises. Red currants dangle like translucent ruby jewels on upright bushes, tart and refreshing. From European forests, Ribs rubrum has been cultivated since the 16th century for jams and medicine, adapting to shade by compact growth. High yields, 2 to 4 pounds per bush, saving $8 per pound, rich in vitamin C for immunity. Great for urban edibles plus ornamentals. Risks: susceptible to birds, non-toxic. Zones 5 to 11, plant 2 inches deep in moist, fertile soil, spacing 3 feet. Care: prune for airflow, water regularly. Rovada for heavy crops. Tip: net during ripening. Pros use this to double your harvest. Black currants, deep purple power in low light. Black currants are glossy dark berries with musky flavor on thorny shrubs. Native to Europe and Asia, Ribs nigrum famed for cassis liqueur, shade-tolerant via dense foliage. Benefits: 3 pounds per plant, $10 savings, omega-3s for brain health. Risks: some states ban due to disease vector, non-toxic. Plant in zones 5 to 11, 2 inches deep, rich soil, 4 feet spacing. Care, mulch, prune. Ben Sarek, compact for urban. Trick, companion with garlic for pest control. 7. Gooseberries, tart orbs that love the shade. Gooseberries are fuzzy green to red spheres on spiny bushes. European origin, ribs uva crispa, used in pies since Victorian era, shade adapted. Yields, 4 pounds, savings $12, vitamin A for skin. Risks, thorns, non-toxic. Zones 5 to 11, plant 3 inches deep, loamy soil, 3 feet. Care, water, prune. Hinenmaki red, sweet. Tip, pick underripe for cooking, avoids bitterness. 8. Elderberries, medicinal marvels in dappled darkness. Elderberries cluster dark purple on tall shrubs. Sambucus nigra from folklore for colds, shade-loving. Benefits, 5 pounds, $15 saved. Antiviral compounds. Risks, raw toxic, cook always. Zones 5 to 11, plant 4 inches deep, moist soil, 6 feet. Care, cut back. Atoms productive. Trick, boil for safety, essential for health. 9. Serviceberries, sweet stars of the understory. Serviceberries are blueberry-like on small trees, a Melancharia spp, Native American staple, shade natural. Yields, 10 pounds, $20 savings, iron-rich. Risks, birds, non-toxic. Zones 5 to 9, plant deep, well-drained, 8 feet. Care, minimal. Autumn brilliance ornamental. Tip, bird net maximizes pickings. 10. Pawpaws, tropical tastes in temperate shade. Pawpaws are custard-filled oblong fruits on small trees, Asamina triloba, North American native, forest understory. Benefits, unique flavor, potassium for heart. Savings, $10 per fruit. Risks, short shelf life. Zones, 5 to 11. Plant seeds 2 inches, rich soil, 10 feet. Care, pollinate by hand. Shenandoah, sweet. Trick, shake trees for ripe drop. If this is sparking your green thumb dreams, hit that like button and subscribe for more easy gardening tips. Your shade garden thanks you. 11. Hardy kiwis, viney galites for shaded walls. Hardy kiwis are small, smooth-skinned green gems on vigorous vines, Actinidia arguta, from Asian forests, cold-hardy shade lovers. Yields, dozens per vine. Savings, $15 per pound. Vitamin E for skin. Risks, needs support, non-toxic. Zones, 5 to 9, plant 1 inch deep, fertile soil, 5 feet. Care, train vines, water. Ananasnaya, flavorful. Tip, prune winter, boosts fruiting. 12. Lingonberries, Scandinavian secrets for shady soils. Lingonberries, those crimson pearls with a sharp, cranberry-like tang, grow on low, evergreen shrubs that hug the ground like a living carpet. Hailing from boreal forests in Scandinavia and North America, Vaccinium vitiscidea has been a staple in Nordic cuisine for centuries, used in sauces and preserves. Scientifically, their compact form allows them to capture dappled light efficiently in shaded woodlands, making them ideal for low-light urban gardens. The perks are plentiful. Each plant yields 1 to 2 pounds annually, saving you $10 per jar equivalent at stores, while offering potent antioxidants that combat inflammation, perfect for seniors easing arthritis. They're low-maintenance perennials, doubling as ornamental ground cover that suppresses weeds. Risks include needing very acidic soil. Otherwise, they struggle, but no toxicity concerns. For zones 5 to 11, plant shallowly, 1/2 inch deep in peaty acidic soil, pH 3.5 to 5, spacing 18 inches apart. They're fantastic for urban borders or pots under trees. Care involves minimal watering once established, mulching with bark for moisture retention. Opt for corale for abundant berries or red pearl for disease resistance. Pro tip: experienced gardeners mix in coffee grounds to acidify soil naturally. avoiding chemical regrets and boosting yields by 30% in shady spots. 13. Honeyberries, early ripening blues for cool corners. Honeyberries resemble elongated blueberries with a sweet-sour punch, borne on upright bushes that thrive in woodland edges. Native to Siberia and Japan, Lonicera caerulea, also called haskap, has gained popularity for its cold hardiness and early harvests. Historically used by indigenous groups for nutrition. In low light, they prioritize fruit production over foliage growth. Benefits include quick crops, ready in late spring, yielding 2 to 5 pounds per bush, cutting costs by $12 per pound. Rich in anthocyanins for vision and circulation health, they're a boon for beginners and seniors. Edible and ornamental, with pretty yellow flowers. Risks: birds love them. Non-toxic. Plant in zones 5 to 11. Set roots 2 inches deep in well-drained, neutral soil. Spacing 3 feet. Suited for urban hedges or containers in partial shade. Care: water during dry spells, prune lightly post-harvest. Varieties like Borealis for sweetness or Indigo Gem for shade tolerance. Insider trick: plant in pairs for cross-pollination. Vets know this supercharges fruit set, turning sparse shades into bountiful dreams. 14. Mulberries, tree treasures that drop sweet surprises. Mulberries dangle like elongated blackberries in shades from white to deep purple on fast-growing trees that adapt to shaded yards. Morris spp, originating from Asia, have a silk industry history but shine as foraged fruits in temperate forests. Shade helps prevent sun scald on tender berries. High yields, 10 to 20 pounds per tree, saving $15 or more per season, packed with resveratrol for anti-aging, ideal for senior vitality. Dual benefits: shade providing canopy plus edible treats. Risks: messy drop stain, mildly invasive roots, non-toxic. Zones 5 to 11, plant saplings 4 inches deep in fertile soil, spacing 15 feet. Great for urban backyards with low light. Care: minimal, water young trees, prune for shape. Illinois everbearing for continuous harvest. Tip: spread sheets below during ripening. Seasoned folks avoid cleanup nightmares this way. 15. Juneberries, native nibbles for effortless shade gardens. Juneberries, small purplish-red pomes with almond-like seeds, grow on shrubby trees mimicking blueberries in taste. Amelancheria alnifolia, native to North American prairies and woods, were vital to native diets, thriving in understories. Benefits: 5 pounds per plant, $10 savings, high in iron for energy. Low maintenance, attracts birds for natural pest control. Risks: short season, non-toxic. Zones 5 to 11, plant 3 inches deep, loamy soil, 6 feet spacing. Urban-friendly for pots or borders. Care: drought-tolerant once set, no heavy feeding. Regent, compact variety. Trick: harvest at purple stage. Pros: prevent overripe regrets. 16. Aronia berries, superfood shrubs in low-light layers. Aronia berries cluster dark and astringent on hardy bushes, turning sweet when cooked. Native to North American swamps, Aronia melanocarpa is dubbed chokeberry but prized for antioxidants, historically used medicinally. Yields: 8 pounds, $12 saved. ORAC scores beat blueberries for immunity. Ornamental fall color. Risks: tart raw, non-toxic. Zones 5 to 11, plant 2 inches deep, moist soil, 4 feet. Care: tolerant of wet shade, prune sparingly. Viking for fruit size. Tip: freeze for sweetness. Experts transform puckering into delights. If these shade-loving fruits are inspiring your urban oasis, smash that subscribe button for more perennial crop secrets and easy gardening tips. 17. Huckleberries, wild woodland wonders for tart treats. Huckleberries are small, round berries ranging from deep blue to black, with a flavor that's a wild mix of blueberry sweetness and grape tanginess. Endemic to North American forests, particularly the Pacific Northwest, Vaccinium membranaceum and relatives have been foraged by indigenous tribes for millennia, thriving in the shaded underbrush where they form dense colonies. Scientifically, their low stature and efficient photosynthesis make them shade specialists, outcompeting in low-light environments. Benefits are a backyard boon. Yields of 1 to 3 pounds per bush mean savings of $15 per pint from specialty markets, brimming with antioxidants that support brain health, excellent for seniors combating cognitive decline. They're perennial crops that require little space, ideal for urban foraging-style gardens, and their flowers attract beneficial insects. Risks include slow establishment and appeal to wildlife. Non-toxic, but pick carefully to avoid lookalikes. In USDA zones 5 to 11, plant seedlings or cuttings 1 inch deep in acidic, humus-rich soil, pH 4.5 to 5.5, spacing 2 to 3 feet apart. Perfect for shaded urban woodland patches or large pots. Care is low-key. Water to maintain moisture without sogginess, mulch with leaves to replicate forest floors, and avoid fertilizers to prevent leggy growth. Recommended varieties, Gay Lusacea for eastern gardens or Vaccinium ovatum for evergreen appeal. Pro tip, veteran gardeners harvest in late summer after rains. This plumps berries, avoiding dry, regretful picks and maximizing that endless harvest dream in your low-light haven. Salmon berries that flourish in filtered light. Salmon berries glow like salmon-colored raspberries, soft and juicy, with a mild floral sweetness that's perfect for fresh eating or jams. Native to the moist, shaded coasts of the Pacific Northwest, Rubus spectabilis grows as arching canes in forest clearings, historically gathered by Native Americans for food and dyes. In shade, they elongate to reach light specks, enhancing fruit quality. Perks include generous yields, 3 to 5 pounds per plant, slashing costs by $10 per pound compared to rare store finds. Loaded with vitamin C for immune boosts, great for beginner urban gardeners. Dual edible ornamental, vibrant yellow blooms in spring. Risks, prone to fungal issues in too wet shade. Thorns can scratch, non-toxic. Plant in zones 5 to 11. Bury roots 2 inches deep in damp, fertile soil, spacing 4 feet for airflow. Suited for urban rain gardens or trellised balconies with dappled shade. Prune spent canes annually. Water consistently in dry spells. Try Pacific Rose for larger fruits. Insider trick. Companion plant with ferns. Experts use this to retain humidity, warding off drought nightmares and supercharging berry size in low-light urban spaces. 19. Thimbleberries. Delicate domes for shady snacks. Thimbleberries resemble fuzzy red thimbles, fragile and seedy with a raspberry-esque tartness that's best enjoyed trailside. From North American woodlands, Rubus parviflorus spreads via rhizomes in shaded hillsides, valued in folklore for teas from leaves. Shade adaptation keeps them cool, preventing sun damage to tender fruits. Benefits: 2 pounds per patch, saving $8 per handful from foragers' markets, high in fiber for digestive health, ideal for seniors. Low-maintenance ground cover that beautifies urban underplantings. Risks: short shelf life, spreads vigorously, non-toxic. Zones 5 to 11, plant rhizomes 1 inch deep in loamy, moist soil, spacing 18 inches. Great for shaded urban paths or containers. Care, minimal pruning, mulch for weed control. Golden variety for unique color. Tip: pick dry days. Seasoned folks know wet berries mold fast, turning potential joys into regrets. 20. Oregon grapes, evergreen edibles with a zesty twist. Oregon grapes form clusters of dusty blueberries on holly-like shrubs, tart like grapes but with a wild edge, perfect for jellies. Mahonia aquifolium, native to western North America, thrives in dry shade under trees, used historically for dyes and medicine. Evergreen foliage provides year-round structure in low light. Yields: 2 pounds, $10 savings, vitamin-rich for skin health. Ornamental plus pest repellent. Risks: bitter raw, spiny leaves, mildly toxic if overeaten uncooked. Zones 5 to 11, plant 2 inches deep, well-drained soil, 3 feet spacing. Care, drought-tolerant, sheer for shape. Compacta for small spaces. Trick, cook with sugar. Pros, transform astringency into delights. If you're excited to plant these shade-loving fruits, like and subscribe for more easy gardening tips on perennial crops. In wrapping up, we've unlocked the magic of 20 shade-loving fruits that turn low-light urban spaces into endless harvest paradises, from Alpine strawberries' tiny bursts to Oregon grapes' zesty clusters. Remember the hook. Shade isn't a barrier, it's your garden superpower, proving even dim balconies can yield juicy, cost-saving bounties without sun-scorched regrets. These picks offer health boosts, ease for beginners and seniors, and dual ornamental perks, saving you hundreds on groceries while supercharging wellness. As promised, the bonus tip. Layer your shade garden vertically. Train vines like hardy kiwis up walls, plant mid-level bushes like currants, and ground covers like lingonberries below. This maximizes space, improves airflow to dodge fungal nightmares, and creates a microclimate for 30% more yield in urban low-light spots. Seasoned gardeners swear by it for year-round abundance. Happy gardening! Dive into these easy tips and watch your space thrive. Share your shade success stories in the comments below. What's your favorite from the list? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more dream-worthy content. See you in the next video.